Hello everybody, how you doing? Hope you're all keeping well. This wasn't a video I was planning to make, but news broke very late last night about a big story, and I thought I'd make one as soon as I woke up today. Steven Gerrard, the Aston Villa manager, obviously legendary Premier League Liverpool midfielder, has been sacked as Aston Villa manager after 11 months in charge. He took over from Villa boy Dean Smith last season, and he's been pretty underwhelming in the role ever since, really. Obviously, he built himself up a reputation as a very exciting young, I suppose you can call him a young manager in Scotland with Rangers. Broke the Celtic dominance there, stopped their 10 in a row league titles. And then he moved down south, brought all of his coaching staff with him and set up shop at Aston Villa. It's quite interesting. He's been sacked after 38 games spread over 2 seasons. So I thought I'd take a quick look at them stats just to see why they've decided to get rid of him now and who comes in. So yeah, after 38 Premier League games over 2 years, he's got 12 wins, 8 draws and 18 defeats. Now, if you spread that over the course of a full season, so from start to finish, you'd end up on 44 points. So I mean, you can see why they've got rid of him at this stage, because if they follow that trajectory, they're going to get relegated, Aston Villa. The game which sealed it for him was last night after the game. They lost 3-0 at Craven Cottage to Fulham. It was a really, really bad performance. I watched the game. Obviously, individual errors yet again. You know, there was a red card for Douglas Luiz. Tyrone Mings scored an own goal. As a manager, you can't really account for that, but you just need to look a little bit deeper at the way that the team was set up. And it's a common theme throughout this Aston Villa side with Steven Gerrard. You can't really see what he's trying to do as a manager there. There's no real patterns of play. There's no real identity. It all just very much seems like it's the Rafa Benitez style of trying to stop the opposition playing rather than inserting his philosophy and playing style on the team. So I can see why the Aston Villa board have got rid of him, because during the game, as the game was coming to an end and Villa fans knew they were going to lose in that away end, there was some pretty nasty chants that started to come out against Aston Villa. Not against Aston Villa, but the Villa fans were starting to chant against their own manager. You know, the Steve Gerrard, he slipped on his song, which rival fans usually use as a dig towards Gerrard. Getting sacked in the morning, get out of our club. We're all being sung at Gerrard, and you could see that he was not happy about it at all. You know, at the end, the final whistle, we walked straight down the tunnel. We didn't even look at the Villa fans. I think that fans and manager knew that it was best if they come to an agreement where he would leave the club. So yeah, last thing I wanted to comment on about this. Currently 17th in the league after 11 games with 9 points and just 2 wins from them 11 games. They signed some big money players in the summer. Boubacar Kamara from Marseille, who come in on a very, very big contract. Diego Carlos, £33 million centre-half, who's obviously been ruled out for most of the season. Can't really do much about that one, I agree. Leon Bailey, a very highly rated winger from Bayer Leverkusen. And of course Felipe Coutinho, who's coming on a rumoured 125 grand a week as well. So Villa have spent money. They've gone big in the transfer window to try and support Steven Gerrard, but it just hasn't worked out. There's been numerous, bust-ups behind the scenes. Not to mention the public falling out with Tyrone Mings, who got stripped of the captaincy. So again, his man management, Steven Gerrard's man management, has been questioned there. He's not come out of this looking very good, Steven Gerrard, at all, and I wonder where he does go regarding his management from here, because he probably won't get another Premier League job off the back of what's happened at Villa. Will he be willing to drop down into the Championship? Don't know. We might be seeing him on BT Sport again soon, mightn't we? So yeah, there's a lot of talk as to who will replace him. These Villa owners have got a lot of money, and they've dropped a lot of money in the last few years. Christian Perslow, the sporting director there, needs a good appointment because his reputation is currently on the line as well. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter start to question him and his decision-making. The one that intrigues me most as a Spurs fan, who they look to try and be tempting into the club, is Mauricio Pochettino as manager. Obviously without a club as he left PSG last season. I'll be really interested to see if Poch gets that, because on the surface there's a lot of players there which I think Poch could work with. You know, like Luca Digne and Matty Cash, the two full-backs. Poch loves attacking full-backs. People like Jacob Ramsey in the middle of midfield, young, exciting English players. You've got strikers like Ollie Watkins and Danny Ings, again, lively, bustling, you know, decent Premier League strikers. I think that Poch can do something with them. So it's all you know, comes down to whether he thinks that's a good fit for his project. Going from PSG to Aston Villa at the current point, would he want to do that? You know, I know that he's probably got his sights set on someone like Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid or something like that, maybe wanting to go back to Spain, testing himself in Italy, but I think Aston Villa would be a really good fit for him. They're a huge club, and I think that with the squad that they have and the money that they can invest with him, it could be a good appointment, a shrewd appointment. So, yeah, Gerrard's gone. 11 months in charge. Very, very underwhelming. Not a great appointment at all. It looked, you know, like looking back at it. So, let me know what your thoughts are. And until next time, I'll see you later. Have a good weekend. Cheers, guys. Bye.